Julia Jones, Leah Clearwater, and finally Booboo Stewart, Seth Clearwater. Okay. Let's start off. All right, so is this all of your first Comic-Con? Let's start here on the end of this.
No, I came for, didn't come 2 years ago, but I just came on a bus. I don't know, I went to a couple movie theaters, talked to a couple fans. I've never really done it for real. So this is when we just went out on the street and did this thing with the fans at 6 in the morning. And that was amazing. It felt like, okay, we're at Comic-Con now.
How about you? This is your first time besides New Moon with the screening?
Well, we did panels and stuff like that, but this is definitely started off a lot more interesting, a lot more fun because it allows me to have the interaction with fans like that I have right now. I've been here before, but it's sort of blurred. I haven't done any panels, have we? No. Anyway, I like it. Yeah, I actually am very amused and entertained by all the people on the streets and stuff, and I sort of want to get out there and see what's going on. And I'm excited to be here for that reason. And right, watching what was going on outside. Yeah, I think I have a beer. But I have been here before, but I'm not officially, not physical.
This is my first Comic-Con in San Diego, and I kind of have this general sense that we're in for like a lot, and I don't know exactly what it is. Although yesterday I was walking around and saw people dressed as like all kinds of things, like fruit ninjas and I mean all kinds of things. So I'm excited.
This is I actually came last year just as a fan, just like come to Comic-Con, I like comic books and stuff. But yeah, this is my first time doing the panels at Comic-Con. It's exciting. Nerve-wracking.
All right, our first question is down to back there, Laura.
Yeah, what is it like to get the phone call from casting that you've been cast in a Twilight film?
Amazing.
You guys even know?
I was extremely excited and called my mom and dad right away. And for me, it was really one of the first things that I had done. So to have read the books and been a fan myself, and then to be thrown into the mix of it, it's really exciting.
When I got the offer, I hadn't read the books, so I didn't really even know the scope of what I was entering into. But I knew that Esme was a vampire and a vegetarian vampire. I thought, wow, that's really cool. When is that ever going to happen again? So it was, and also the idea of being in a series and getting to play a character over a long period of time was just so exciting.
I feel like it would be different, for all of, at least for us, I think we started out in this place where none of us really knew. I mean, it sort of developed and unfolded. The success of these films as the excitement has grown, and I think it was probably a different experience maybe for you two.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
It's funny because we actually I've had like conversations with a bunch of cast members who just go around the table and say where you were and what you were doing when you got that call. And a lot of the people from the first movie were like, it was just completely different. Their reaction to the call was like, I don't know, this vampire's kind of weird. I don't know, I feel that. And the later cast members were just like, I personally had this sort of overwhelmed sense that everything was going to completely change overnight, and I had no idea how. So it was kind of scary, but very, very exciting.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, I remember I auditioned for it, and I didn't get a call for like a month, so I thought I didn't feel good, and I was really depressed. That's sad. And then I got a call from my agent, and oh my gosh, it was pretty awesome, because it was already so big when, like Julia said, when we were auditioning for it. New Moon was coming out when I auditioned for it. And yeah, it was really cool. Then my mom made me go do like yard work outside.
I think we have another question in the back there.
Hi, I'd like to know what the feeling was on the last day on set, and it was been such a huge part of each of your lives.
complicated experience because we all, by the way, had different rap days, or at least a lot of us did. Like I happened to be there. We had Ashley, yes, and Kellen and Thatch and Jackson. And yeah, and we had this weird sort of surreal experience of being left over in Squamish, Canada. And it was a night shoot, and everybody else was gone, including Bill Condon. I mean, it was this weird thing where we had to finish all these stunts, and it was really fun. And then I remember, I don't know what happened to you. I think you were still shooting, so Peter and I had a little dinner together in Vancouver, and you know, we just sort of it was one of those things where you can't really capture. You can't, it's just so weird to end something and 5 movies that I don't think it hit any of us yet. We were just sort of in shock and, you know, happy to probably be going home. But I also feel like we knew we were going to be promoting the movie for a few more years, and so it's not really over.